Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. If you've seen the title, you'll know today we're going to be playing with denim. I thought it'd be quite cool to make some Christmas gonks out of some plywood and then give them a denim hat and trousers just to see how it looked. It's the first time I've used denim, so it'll be interesting to see how well it goes. And yeah, let's dive right in. So you can see on the screen here that I've got a few different items in the gonks, and we're just going to cut them out first. To start with, I'm just doing a kiss cut, which basically scores the top surface and material, just giving all that extra detail into your cuts. It's quite efficient and quick to do that, so we'll just blast through that and then cut it out. So for this job I'm just using a lightweight plywood from Laser Ply in the UK. It's popular ply. It's quite a good substitute for the birch ply that we're getting, although it is a lightweight. Find it quite easy to cut if you've got a K40 for instance, but the Mira 9S that I'm using just beasts right through it, not a problem at all. So if you followed me on my socials for a while and you're just catching up with my YouTube, you'll know that I've done these gonks before. They actually come with several different arm sets, which they carry different things like parcels, candy canes. I think one's got a gingerbread man. I can't remember off the top of my head what else they have, but they're quite cool wee designs. Okay, so now that they're cut out then, we'll get that whipped out the laser and we'll move on to the denim section. I'm just going to use the magnets that I've got here to keep the denim flat within the laser. It is important to keep the denim flat. If you don't, you'll get an uneven cut and uneven engraving. But with these magnets, I'll just use rare earth magnets, which I'll link in my Amazon shop, so you can check them out as well. They're really handy for holding down the stuff. And now that we're back into Lightburn, then you can see the file that we're going to cut. I've just put a little Christmas tree decor on one of the gonks trousers there. I thought it would add something, and we can see how well the denim engraves. So the settings I'm using to engrave are 500mm a second and a maximum power of 20, and then I'm going to cut at 100mm a second at 30% power to see how we go. That seems to be what I've done on the test before, that it worked quite well. So now that we've got it on the laser, it's a case of autofocusing, which we can do with this new designed laser head on this bed. It's not the pinned style, so you've no risk of it going in between the honeycomb, which is absolutely fantastic. I think it was a brilliant decision from Aeon to change that. It's kind of difficult to see the engraving as it is just now, but wait till you see it opened up once it's cut everything out. It looks absolutely fantastic. I was really impressed with how fast it was able to cut through the denim, and you'll see it slow down in parts, but basically what the laser does is the power alters with the speed that it's going at. So although it's a maximum power of 20 say for the cutting, it won't go up to 20 when it's doing those small intricate bits. It'll slow it right down, lower the power. It's just so you can do more detailed cuts. I have to say I'm really loving how easily it cut through the denim there, and the engraving as well. Just it's almost like it's bleached it, which I really like. So I thought, why not do some colour on these as well, since it's Christmas, and then Christmas is like very colourful. So I'm just using a mixture of Sharpies and the Posca pens that I've got. I've got a big chunky white one. It's an absolute game changer for getting these white, and do a couple of coats. And with it being acrylic, you can just go over it until you're happy with the colour. And the good thing about these pens as well is you don't get the streaks like you used to get with the felt tip pens that we used to use when we were kids. If you remember them, they were an absolute nightmare. You'd always get darker shades and whatever, but you don't get that with these pens. It's absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend them. Again, I'll try and link them in my Amazon shop for you to check out, along with Sharpies as well. So if you've been looking at the Mira range from Aeon, the new red line range, I highly recommend them. They're absolutely fantastic machines. I've actually got, if you're in the UK, I've got a direct code for getting to the UK suppliers, so you'll find that link in the description of this video. So for the denim, I'm just using the super glue that I use for most products, and flattening it with an old business card that I had lying about. So this super glue is fantastic. It is the 2-part stuff, but you can use it on its own as well. So I'm just applying a few daubs here and there, and then I'm going to smooth it out with a business card so it's like a fine covering over the wood. And once I've done that, I can then press gently the denim onto it. So it's a simple process, and I thought maybe that it would make the denim hard, but afterwards it's still quite soft. It's brilliant. It's like it's only just taken on that bottom surface of the denim. You don't need to use super glue, obviously. You could use like a canvas glue or a material glue or even PVA if you had it lying about, really anything. I chose my super glue because it's so fast drying, and I thought, well, yeah, that would make sense. So again, just got to carefully line those shapes up with the bottom part of the gonk there, and then you don't have much time to play about with it. With it being super glue, it does set quite quickly, so you can't really move it about once you've got it down. And then you just repeat the process for the rest of the gonks. I actually cut out a separate strip from a different area on the jeans just to put a wee strip on the gonk's hat there. You can see it looks quite cool. It just gives it a different sort of feel to it. And there you have it, 2 cute little gonks that'll be happy in any Christmas decor situation. I covered the holes on the wood, you might have seen that, but you can just pierce them again if you want to. And yeah, they can be hung up or they can sit in a fireplace. So I thought next that I would try engraving something a slightly bit bigger, so I decided to do this Highland cow on a big patch of denim that I had. It looks absolutely fantastic if you ask me. However, I didn't have the power settings quite right, and you'll see what happens once it's cut out in a minute. Although it looks absolutely brilliant, again it looks like that sort of bleached effect that it's given it, but it's actually removing the material, and again it cuts really nice. So I picked it up and I'm like, oh, it looks absolutely fantastic. It came up no problem, and then I was just like holding it and yeah, it just sort of crumbled. I'm guessing that maybe I engraved it too deep and it just lost the structure in the fibre, which really sucks, but it's a learning curve. It's a new product and I've not used denim before, so yeah, you can just see how it's totally weakened the fibres of the denim there. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and as always, please do like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.